You see us smack mint a lot like this. And that's just because of the simple fact that when we do that, we release all the oils in the mint. So I don't have to chop this up to really get the flavor of the mint to come out. What I'm going to do, since I don't have to chop it up, I'm just going to chiffonade it, which is just French for ribbons. So I put the biggest piece on the bottom, roll these up, and then on a diagonal, just slicing through, and what I'm left with are ribbons.
Cooking your way through life.
Yo, every slip's a step we rise again.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Cooking Way Through Life. I really wish sometimes you guys could be here for behind the scenes because it's hilarious. I crack myself up, not intentionally, but today we are making lamb. I'm making lamb a couple times while I'm here in New Zealand because it's New Zealand. Also, it's one of my favorite proteins. I love lamb and I love duck, my two favorite proteins of all time. I'm gonna treat the lamb very simple today. I want to do a little olive oil. I want to do some salt and pepper. I want to chop up some fresh mint to actually go in while it's grilling. I'm going to use a grill plate today. Then when it comes out, I'm going to top it with a little bit of lemon zest, a little bit more fresh mint. And I'm also going to take the grill plate and I'm going to grill off some figs. Now, this is gonna add a little sweetness to it. For me, I really like my lamb to be served with something sweet or something spicy. I like that it kind of offsets the fat of it, but I'm also not running away from the gaminess of the lamb today. We're in New Zealand. The lamb here is impeccable. I'm treating this like I would treat really great steak back home. I'm not trying to overshadow the lamb flavor. I'm gonna cook lamb a lot of different ways this time while I'm here, so do not worry, but this is the first one that I wanna do, so let's get started. Okay, so to get started here, I'm just gonna get my lamb into my bowl. And this is just so it's easier for me to really put on all of my seasoning, which is just salt and pepper and the mint. But it's just easier for me to kind of marinate, or I say marinate, but it's really just massage the oil into my lamb here. I have fresh mint here, and my kitchen's a little hot, so it's a little wilted, but I'm still going to use it because I can already smell it. Great thing about mint is that you don't have to disrupt the cells a lot for you to really get a lot of flavor. So just gonna take off some of the leaves here. I'm gonna save some because I'm going to put on top of the lamb when it comes out. So I'll talk about disrupting the cells. You see us smack mint a lot like this. And that's just because of the simple fact that when we do that, we release all the oils in the mint. So I don't have to chop this up to really get the flavor of the mint to come out. What I'm going to do, since I don't have to chop it up, I'm just gonna chiffonade it, which is just French for ribbons. So I put the biggest piece on the bottom, roll these up, and then on a diagonal, just slicing through. And what I'm left with are ribbons. So this is a lot of mint, but I really like mint. You can put on as little or as much as you like, of course. When you're at home, you're at home. It's your home. I'm just putting on some ground black pepper. As I mentioned, I'm treating this just like I would a really nice piece of steak. Only difference I'm adding is the mint. And honestly, it's just because for me, when I grill off this mint the way that I'm gonna do it, it's just gonna really push that mint flavor into the actual lamb. And instead of doing like a mint jelly or something that's like more traditional, like old school, not too much of old school, but not like more traditional, that it just kind of pushes that flavor inside. So I'm gonna mix this together and then we're gonna get it onto the grill plate and we're gonna get grilling off. And then after that, we're gonna grill off our figs on the same grill plate. So be right back. So as I'm mixing this together, all I'm doing is just making sure that each and every lamb chop has some mint, some oil, some salt and pepper on it. That's simply all I'm doing. I said marinating earlier, but we're not marinating it. I did, of course, let it come room temp, my meat, before it goes on my grill, but it's just simply kind of massaging more than marinating, just to ensure that every single bite is gonna be consistent. So this is ready to go. I have my grill pan heating up now. And we're gonna get these on. And while these are grilling off, I'm gonna slice open my figs and talk about them just a little bit before we get those on after these come off. So we're gonna get the lamb onto the grill pan. Now remember, whenever you're using a grill pan, I can't grab my lamb right now, but you want to make sure your grill pan is hot. And I did oil the grill pan just like I would any other pan so that my lamb does not stick, even though I have a little olive oil on my lamb. I do want to make sure my grill pan has some high temperature fat on it so that it does not burn, but then my lamb also doesn't stick. But you can hear that sizzle going down. And when I put it on the grill pan, I want to make sure that it goes onto the pan, just like I'm doing, and I want to leave it alone. I want it to start the cooking process, so do not flip it 27 times. I also don't know why I would say 27, but it's my favorite number to call people out on. So stop trying to flip your food 27 times, guys. Now, since my lamb was just sitting there minding its own business without me touching it, now when I flip it over, you'll see those grill marks. But also, lamb is something that I personally like medium rare or more on the rare side. So I don't want to overcook this. So I did want to make sure that it gets cooked. But as soon as it gets to that texture that I like, which is going to be at medium rare, I'm flipping it over and it's almost ready to come out. We're going to do the same thing for the second side. And then we're going to take it out and put it onto our bowl. Talk about the bowl a little later. So you see that I'm putting it into a bowl today. This is because my lamb is going to rest and my juices are going to flow. This is going to be a very rustic style dish that I'm serving. I'm just grilling lamb chops and then grilling off some figs to go along with it. So I'm going to serve this more family style for me and my friends today. So this means I'm just going to do it on one bowl and I'm just going to put everything here and let the juices flow. So let's see how it looks. All right. While those are grilling off, I'll show you. Oh man, fresh figs. Smells so good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice these open and just slice them in half. And I'm gonna slice them one more time, so in quarters, so we can get a lot of that really nice surface area of the interior of the fig onto the pan. This is way more figs than I need, but I mean, you guys weren't there. I was walking through the grocery store. I seen these figs, and I was like, man, that looks delicious. So, yeah, we're going to get these onto the grill pan afterwards. And, yeah, just simple. Lamb, figs, mint, a little lemon zest, and that's it. Be right back. All right, now that my lamb is out and resting, I have plenty of time to go ahead and grill off the figs. Now, the great thing about this is I'm literally doing double duty. I already need my lamb to rest before we just dig into them anyway. So it gives me time to make a sauce or make a salad, do something else. In this case, I'm just going to grill some figs off. As I mentioned, I just seen these in the grocery store and I just thought, oh man, these would be pretty good because I like a little sweetness to offset that fat in the lamb itself. So instead of doing a different technique or something else today, I'm going to go ahead and grill these off in the same pan, giving it some of that nice essence from the lamb fat, but then also bringing out the natural sweetness of the fig itself. So that way, it can really make sure that it basically just goes hand in hand. Now, I did cut my figs into quarters, so I am flipping them from side to side, but I'm not turning them over yet. So I'm just getting some of that quarter kind of grilled off, some of it to the other side, and now I can really start caramelizing the natural sugars in that fig, and yeah, really just bringing out the best of the flavor there. Now, this is going to get a little messy. This goes back to me saying earlier that this is more of a rustic style dish. So I could totally do it as a plated dish completely fine, but we're just doing it more rustic today. So as the grill pan is still warm, still cooking through, now I'm going to flip these figs over all the way. But you might can see right now, they're very soft because it's been cooking through that fig. I just want to get that skin kind of grilled off as well because we're eating the whole fig today. We're digging in. We're digging into the whole fig. So I want that skin side to also get some nice color on it, a little bit of char. It's going to also cook through, soften a little bit with that heat. And then I'm ready to go ahead and almost plate these. Now for me, because I like for my figs to be super tender, I guess I should say, or like pretty soft through. Once I get the skin side, you're gonna notice that they kind of flatten out themselves. So I'm flipping them over one more time. And I know this goes against a lot of things I've said in other videos, but there's always an exception to the rule, right? And this time, I am flipping them back over, but not for anything other than I started off by slowly caramelizing the natural sugars inside and then grilling off the backs of the figs so that they can soften up. And I just want to finish with some nice grill marks and that last little bit of heat on there. So now as you see, I'm flipping them over so they're skin side down from a presentation, or some skin side up. But I'm putting them right around the lamb. And this is going to be so they can go right into the juices as well. So they're going into the drippings or the nice juices that have come off of the lamb as it's been resting. So this way is nice and just pretty much just family style here in Auckland. All right, I'm going to finish this up and then we are going to wrap today up. I'm just going to put on some fresh mint and we're ready to go because we're going to eat this while it's piping hot. All right, so figs came off, my lamb came off. I put it in the bowl, as I said, because I really wanted it to rest before you cut in. And as it's resting, it's gonna release those juices. Well, I don't want my juices to go anywhere, so that's why I served it in the bowl. And inside of that bowl, all I did was put on some fresh mint, some nice lemon zest, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you next week. Peace.
Cooking your way through life. Cooking your way through.
Thank you for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe even learned something. You know what to do next. Please hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons below and have a great day.